What's up? It's half episode time. Timaeus needs our help in a timed event that ends in like 2.5 days. So close. Come on, Timaeus. You can do this. You're gonna create your first Smolder Sleet Elixir within the next 9 hours. Timaeus, what are you doing? And why are you looking all serious? Sorry. I'm currently trying to make Smolder Sleet Elixir. That is right? Smolder Sleet. Yep, this is a sort of mysterious medicine that's emerged as of late. The elixir is highly regarded in Liyue, and is said to re-invoke the radiant dignity within. If the two of you can lend me a hand, I'm sure that my research will be completed with ease and produce results that Mr. Albedo will acknowledge. What do you say, traveler? Should we help him out? Let's help advance his academic career a little. All right, guess we're helping him. You assist Timaeus in his attempt to create the legendary Smolder Sleet Elixir. It seems that my current techniques are insufficient to create Smolder Sleet Elixir. Looks like we'll need the help of a specialist. Like Albedo? No, out of the question. Isn't that the same as asking your exam proctor for the answers? Our help lies not in Mondstadt, but in Liyue. The text that I read mentions the artificer amidst quiet doors hides. The scented wind in the harbor abides. The scented wind is synonymous with the south wind in Liyue. So this elixir artificer who made the Smolder Sleet Elixir must be someone who lives in the southern area of Liyue Harbor. Consulting this artificer, then, is our most effective solution. So, would you two mind accompanying me to Liyue? I'm honestly not too familiar with that place. Liyue, huh? That's a long way out. Let's set off immediately. And yeah, it is a long way away, but we have the power of teleportation. Let me look at the map. The southern part of Liyue Harbor is known as Chihu Rock, right? That's where we'll find the elixir artificer, I'll wager. So do I gotta look around town? Higher. Oh, like up here by the Adventure Guild. That makes sense, actually. Hello there. Do you know any elixir artificer who lives around here? Elixir what now? I've never heard of such a person. Let's go ask someone else. We're just gonna bounce around from person to person.
Don't be shy. Come inside.
Oh gosh. Hey there. We're looking for the elixir artificer of Chihu Rock. Chihu Rock. Would you know where he lives? I'm sorry. I'm not very familiar with nicknames that my neighbors have. Only their proper recorded names. Perhaps you could ask...
Come inside.
Oh gosh. Oh, glad to see I'm finally on your mind. And you brought a friend, too. Here to keep me company, perhaps? Oh my gosh. Oh boy, Paimon's got a funny feeling about this already. Actually, Miss Yinger, we're here to pay the elixir artificer a visit. Do you know where we can find this person? Oh my, you've got your foot in another boat already, I see. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed. But I must say that it's a pleasant surprise that you're digging into my deepest secrets like this. Secrets? It's her. Wait a minute. Does that mean Miss Mingure is the elixir artificer? Growing ever smarter, I see. How adorable. So this alchemist is doing research into that wondrous Smolder Sleet Elixir. I'm afraid I'm about to disappoint you. The Smolder Sleet Elixir you seek is just an ancient perfume that is my specialty. It has nothing to do with alchemy. A perfume? Isn't that some sort of solid spice? But it has such a cool name. The book said it can make people stronger. Those who have used my ancient perfume find themselves becoming magnetic, confident, their relations ever improving, their careers ever climbing, their sailing ever smooth. Why? It's almost as if they had truly used an adepti elixir. As such, people gave that ancient perfume of mine a suitably poetic name before writing a simple poem to praise its efficiency. Or efficacy. No, I think it's efficiency. No, it's too short to be efficiency. I hate words! So let Paimon get this straight. Timaeus' reference material bragged about the perfume's effects, and then he misread the poem, resulting in his believing that the Smolder Sleet Elixir is some kind of superpower alchemical medicine? Well, I can't say I didn't come mentally prepared. Feels like par for the course somehow. Ugh. I failed again. And I did a ton of fruitless work to boot. Now, don't get so down. Perhaps the ancient arts of producing perfume might give you a little inspiration and allow you to break through this final bottleneck in producing the medicine you desire. Since Miss Yingir agreed to help, why not give it a go? Who knows, you might make some unexpected gains. You're right. Alchemy too is a deep science, and this isn't my first failure either. I've got to push through this. Miss Yingir, Traveler, let's head to the nearest crafting bench. I feel like they're going to get involved with each other. And it may start off indecent, but I think the story's going to progress to the point that they get engaged. I can see that happening. Now, the making of ancient perfumes is quite the delicate process. Think of your movements as a lover's caress. Gently peel the bud open, remove the petals, and stack them with care. Thinner petals on top, thicker ones below. Leave in appropriate gaps between each, then mash them. Don't grip your mortar and pedestal too tightly. Loose wrists, steady rhythm, up and down, up and down. Wait until the petal sap has oozed out and the base of your mortar and pestle are moist before speeding up. Missing Year, I must say that your choice of words is most, unique. Nonetheless, I understand what you mean. Wow, there's no place in this academic mumbo-jumbo for the likes of us, huh? Let's leave them alone for a while, shall we? Under her direction, Sameas tries to improve. Yeah. That smells great! Paimon feels refreshed and energized too. Traveler, as promised, you shall be the very first user of the Smolder Sleep Potion. It can still use some improvements in its current form. So, could I trouble you to test its effects for me? Its effects should be more obvious in areas where the airflow is gentle. I've heard that Liyue has some domains in which no one sets foot. I reckon those would be ideal testing grounds. I'll remain here for a while longer to continue my discussions with Miss Yingir. Once I get your feedback, I'll make some improvements to the Smolder Sleep Potion. Ah, yeah, discussions, huh? This is the testing point. Oh, it's another one of those things where you go into a domain, huh? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is trash! Do I have to go back and talk to them, or am I done with this? Because I don't want to do it no more. Let's do some other world quests. Let's talk to Nantuck. The fish have been really active these days. Do you need help? Yes. And here comes my help now, I suppose. Good day to you. My name is Nantuck, senior fisherman of the Mondstadt Fishing Association. Recently, many new fish species have suddenly appeared in nearby waters. I immediately contacted my friends in other regions, and sure enough, this has been happening everywhere. Some people say that this must be the Teyvat fish outbreak of the century. Actually, the reason hasn't been fully investigated, but I guess it has something to do with the improvement of the ecological environment. Oh, so you guys are in trouble because there are too many fish, right? Don't worry, Paimon will take care of it, as long as they don't taste bad. It's no trouble. In fact, the more fish, the better as far as Fishing Association is concerned. However, we need enough manpower. And to be honest, with the manpower we have available, we'd be hard-pressed to catch all the new fish species for research in a short time. But on the flip side, I thought, isn't this a great opportunity for the Fishing Association to grow? So I put up a commission at the Adventurers Guild. Well, how about it? Interested in joining us? Fishing is a lot of fun, you know? I actually don't like fishing in video games, but no problem, I'm good at fishing. Great! What an energetic youngster you are. So, let's start by going to Cider Lake. That's where the fishing grounds I prepared for newcomers is. I'll teach you the basics first. Nantuck, I'm here. This place will do. See those little fish in the water? They're so beautiful. Yeah, I can kind of see them from here. Here, take some of these tools. We have fishing rods, bait, and formulas for making bait. First, place the bait on the hook. Then aim for where the fish are gathered. Then cast your rod. Then dutifully wait for the fish to take the bait. I've heard that newcomers have something called beginner's luck. I caught a large bass that was more than half a meter long back then. Well, go on then. Give it a go. Here's to catching another Paimon. Hey! You shall have no other Paimon before this Paimon. Paimon? What a strange name. Is it a kind of fish? It's a sort of wondrous seafood that I managed to catch last time. Hey! When did Paimon go from emergency food to wondrous seafood? Ah, I see. I didn't realize that you were already an experienced angler. Okay, that's kind of funny. Well, that just makes me even more excited to see what you'll catch. All right, so how do we fish? Fishing. Healthy environments make for rich varieties of fish. I was reading that. Okay, I can read this instead. If you see the ripples in the water in a nearby water body, this means that it is a fishing point. Get close to the fishing point and interact with it to start fishing. What does that say? Fish are quite sensitive to their surroundings. If you stand too close to perform combat actions, the fish will be frightened and will scatter, and they will take a while to calm down and come closer to the water body again. Okay. Different water bodies contain different species of fish. While preparing to fish, you can view the species that can be found here and select the appropriate rod and baits. You can obtain blueprints for making bait from the Mondstadt Fishing Association. Learning them will allow you to make bait at any crafting bench. Note that different fish are attracted to different kinds of bait. Hold the cast rod button and enter aiming mode. This will let go of said button to flick your bait and hook. If your hook lands too far from the fish, its ability to attract them will greatly decrease. If it lands too close by, the fish will be startled and will flee the scene. When the fish are on the hook, click the raise hook button, or the fish might finish eating the bait and flee. Once you successfully raise your hook, the fish will start to struggle. When the fish enters a struggling state, you can hold and release the fish button to adjust your fishing line tension and keep it in the yellow ideal tension zone. Fishing progress will only increase if you stay in the ideal tension zone. Otherwise, progression will drop. Once progression is full, you will have successfully caught this fish. Fish on the hook will sometimes enter periods of intense struggle. At this time, the speed at which the line tension may change will be affected, and the ideal tension zone will turn orange and start to fluctuate slightly. If your fishing progress hits rock bottom, the fish will try to escape. The tension zone will then turn red and start to fluctuate. Okay. So there's our fishing rod. We got some bait. And let's fish. Yeah, sure. Let's start fishing. How do you... Let's go about here with it. Wait.
Steady now. It's the final stretch.
I see. You gotta keep it in the bar like that.
That was a tough fight.
Got it. Hey, that's not too bad. Ooh, look at those big ones. That's a big one. Press B to look at your inventory. Switch to precious items. What does this do? Why is this still highlighted? Click to learn bait formula. Learn how to make bait paste. Oh, let's also use this. All right, now. Now what? Talk to Nantuck. How'd it go? By the look on your face, I suppose you got a pretty good haul. Let me see. Oh, it's a newly discovered species of fish. That's wonderful. You're almost catching up to me back when I was in my glory days. Can you also catch fish with your bare hands? Seems like these ordinary little fish are a walk in the park for you. I should consider giving you something more challenging. You might not know this, but even fish from the same species can have differences between individuals because the difference in living environment and food. Even though they all look the same, some individuals are particularly active and energetic. They jump out of the water from time to time and are very eye-catching. These individuals are superior by far in terms of both commercial and aesthetic value. Many hobbyists buy them at high prices and keep them at home in their tanks for ornamental purposes. This is why such fish are also called ornamental fish. So that means apart from emergency Paimon, there are also ornamental Paimon. No, there is not. How can there be so many kinds of Paimons? Yes, that's precisely how it works. Looks like you've gotten it already. Recently, there have been many ornamental fish active in the waters near the Stormbearer Mountains, which I have marked on your map. Let's go over and check it out. All right, I guess I could do that. There are certain lively and more valuable specimen of each fish species, known as ornamental fish. And fishing points with such fish at them will have more obvious ripple effects. Ornamental fish can be raised in a pool of sapphire grace within your Serenity pot. You can obtain the blueprint for building a pool at the Fishing Association in Liyue. Huh. Interesting.
Swift and merciful.
Uh-oh. No. Oh, I was almost there.
Dodge this.
Got it. These look like the same kind of fish. At least. Nothing really that different about them. Let's go aim for right there. Dang, I messed up. Dang, how do I secure it? I really don't get how to do this. I don't know how I did it the first time, but it really was beginner's luck. Seriously, every time they go to bite it, I pull it back. They're like, nah, I don't want it. There we go. Oh, I see.
You've got it! You got it!
Oh, thanks for the encouragement, Paimon. Oh. And secured.
Look at that! Quick, let's go show it off!
Okay, let's. And then tuck. We got that fish. Back so soon, youngster? You're pretty quick, huh? Let me take a look. Wow. This one here is a true blue ornamental fish. Actually, I think it's more orange or pink. One of those. You're definitely a first-class angler. I'm really sorry, but it seems like I underestimated you before. No, I underestimated the elites of the Adventurers Guild. Guess I should hurry up and put up more commissions. I got to attract talent like you to join the Fishing Association, if it's the last thing I do. By the way, if you need fishing gear in the future, you can just swing by our Fishing Association to have a look. Our prices are pretty reasonable. Not to brag or anything, but we do have a good collection of fine goods. All done? You can now exchange fish caught at Fishing Association in various regions for various materials. You can also use them as meat in cooking. That's reasonable. I like to buy some fishing supplies. Well, I've got some of the association's stock right here. Have a look and see if any of them meet your needs. Oh, I need to get more fish in order to... Got it. Wait, what does this cost me? Oh my god. Okay. I gotta fish if I want to upgrade stuff. I thought I was just going to take money. At least to some extent. Oh, and this dude over here looks upset. Ulfer, you okay? What do you want? You're just here to jeer and ridicule me too? Whoa, I haven't said anything yet. Well, what is it then? I highly doubt you're here to help me build my boat. Anyway, whatever it is, I'm not in the mood for it now. I can help you build your boat. You're building a boat? Yes, just a little one. So I can take Flora out on the lake. I thought that with Flora being so light and dainty, no boat would be fit for her unless I got rid of the keel, which is heavy and unwieldy. So I figured I'd build a hull from her favorite thing in the world, dandelions. No wonder everybody ridicules you. What? You want to see the boat? My first attempt is on the lake bed over there. The second one is on the lake bed right here. I just don't understand why they won't... Because they're flowers! Good luck to you. Someday I'll invite Flora to boat a dandelion boat that I built with my own hand. It's just such a shame that my last few attempts all sank on the maiden voyage. But every cloud has a silver lining. My swimming ability has improved greatly as a result. Last time I even had several crabs grab onto my eyelids. I still managed to swim back to shore, even though I couldn't see. Oh, and several more ended up in my pockets too. Here, you can have them. Now I have to build a boat. Wait, are you the lolicon that I remember seeing before I even started playing this game that people were complaining about? Okay. Best of luck to you. I hope you don't do anything illegal.
Victory is almost
Oh, this is
ours.
easy. Oh.
Wow,
Got it.
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Calm down, Paimon. All right. Decided to come to Wangshu in because...
And now my life's in the spotlight again.
Why? What'd you do? Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. Decided to come here because they have a lot of quests around this inn. So let's go find some.
A, B, A, B.
Kinzo.
A, B, C. C, B, C, D, A.
Stop working on your rhyme schemes. Talk to me. How unexpected. What's unexpected? I originally wished to enter the mountains to seek the Adepti, my lineage. Yet now Liyue seems to have shed its skin with every passing day. Do poets such as I have any reason not to write a few poems of leisure? Still though, my heart is burdened with words. They are too scattered and lack a central spirit of poetry to rally around. I was just puzzling over the matter. Ah, you are no poets. It is normal if you do not understand. The flow of poets' words is a mystery unto itself. But other than words, the poetic spirit itself is fraught with many meanings. Meanings that I shall explain to you in detail. In exchange, perhaps for a little favor. Hold your horses. What favor? Do not fret, my liege. It's like this. I merely felt that if I am to offer up a poem for Liyue as it is today, then I must draw inspiration from the city itself. You are well traveled, my liege, and must surely be learned in many fields, including that of social grace. Perhaps, then, you could go to Liyue Harbor in my stead to gather data. No. Perhaps the intentionality shall render the exercise mediocre yet. And moreover, you are... Please allow me to marshal my thoughts. How about this, then? You merely need to go through this city as you want to. Then return and tell me the things that catch your eye. I'll do it. Splendiferous. What? I shall be counting on you, my liege. Look for poetic inspiration at the Southern Wharf. What's a wharf? Oh, this is it. An ode to yonder city. Liyue's crisis has settled down, but has brought a wave of change to the city. The poet Qingzhou would like to capture these shifts in verse. There's lots of dogs gathered around here. Does this count as something you put into a poem? Well, we might as well write it down. Maybe the poet can make something out of it. There's also a cat. All right, now look for poetic inspiration at Boo Boo Pharmacy. I didn't know finding that there was an uptick in dogs would lead to poetic inspiration. All right, around here. Wow, look at all these finches. It might be great fun to compose a poem out of that. Let's write this down. Oh my gosh. This isn't interesting enough for a poem. At least not by my standards. There's quite a few people around here. Let's go chat with them and see what they have to say. All is well. All is well. What's well? Oh, it's you, traveler. So, there was a big incident in the city earlier, right? Well, it's well that nothing untoward happened afterward. But more importantly, it's well that all the food stalls in the city are still open. I mean, what would become of all those delicacies I enjoyed otherwise? Ah, so it's about eating then. Hey, don't you look down on it. The quickest way to know if a place is good or not is to see how its cuisine tastes. Actually, you might prove a point there. Ah, just talking about this is making me hungry again. Maybe I should go get a little something. Van Ire, boss of Heyu Tea House. The more I hear of this opera, the less I understand it. Is something wrong? Why, hello there, traveler. Oh, here's the problem. Heyu Tea House has released a few new operas lately. But they're most lively, that's for sure. But I do not quite comprehend them, or how the young people seem to enjoy it so very much. And how do you feel about that? That's a good question. Personally, I don't mind hearing some old classics. They're what I'm used to after all. Sounds like old people at my old church that would be like, why are we singing so many contemporary songs? I want to go back to the hymns. Okay, we'll go back to the songs that you grew up on that come from the 1920s. Just before the Great Depression, while Jim Crow was still in full swing. At the same time, Midway Harbor is undergoing so many changes. A few new operas seem to fit the reigning mood just fine. This might be what we're actually looking for the first time. Not the dogs, not the finches, maybe a little bit of dude saying that all the food stalls are still around, but this guy gets it. Still, all these changes feel all too swift. The old operas haven't played in a while. I wonder what Rex Lapis would... No, let us not speak of that. He's still alive, homie. He's just a disappointment. Oh, we can go report back to homie now. Hello, AB. What have you learned, my liege? A fair bit. Oh, verily. Please do share. There's a lot of dogs by the South Wharf. Oh, good. Most lively indeed. Boo Boo Pharmacy hosts many finches nearby. Finches, yes. A sign of peaceful times. Lovely poetic imagery. Some only care for eating. There's nothing wrong with that. Eating is one of the prime needs and joys of life, especially in a city such as Liyue Harbor. Yes, this too is quite fascinating. I will record this. May be of use. Some feel that things are changing too quickly. That too is what we should expect. To some, Liyue must also seem to be shedding its skin with every passing day. Even if I find it hard to keep up or accept every single shift. But this is a matter most broad. I fear that a single poem may not capture adequately. Still, I shall write it down. As should do for now. I see that I chose wisely in seeking your aid, my liege. I believe that this will add at least a few new entries to my next anthology. Ah, yes. Apart from some good material goods, I have also prepared a little gift for you. Please take it as thanks for your scour. Once my new anthology is published, you may exchange the signature for a free copy. Thanks. I guess. Nothing else? Just that? Okay, there we go. That's more like it.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idol's vital things. This is Malcolm. Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesars. Or if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me either.